Podziemski going to be game time, or is he looking ready?
He'll play. Yeah.
Would he be the start? I assume he'll start.
Yeah, he'll start for Steph. Yeah.
Was the Steph decision an easy one? Was it just just to get him some rest?
The last 3 games, I think he's been tired, but it's more of a mental and emotional fatigue than physical. He's fine physically. His back was fine last night. He put up a fight last night when I told him I wanted to give him the night off, but he understood. You guys know Steph, when he's emotionally tired, it affects his decision-making. And so he's been turning it over last couple games. He's a little out of sorts. So we've got lots of experience with this. With Steph, we know him well, and just needs a night off once in a while. And he's for sure earned it. I mean, he's just carried us on the road trip, and he's been amazing. And but the last couple games, I think the fatigue has shown, and so give him a night, and then he'll be right back out there Thursday.
It's kind of surprising to hear that it was like more emotional fatigue, just because you guys have been winning so much.
Yeah.
What would you say kind of the cause, the root cause of the emotional?
It's just who Steph is and how he's built, how he's wired. He's we're all built differently, and so sometimes a long homestand is actually a hard thing for players. Like you get out on the road and lots of time to rest, and so sometimes a long homestand can lead to this. But we know Steph well. When he gets tired, the way it manifests itself is decision making. That's clearly shown up the last couple games. So night off.
And what do you expect out of Podziemski tonight in terms of minutes? Is he going to be on restriction at all?
Yeah, I mean, first game in a couple of weeks, he can't. He's not going to play 35 minutes, but he's also the injury is healed, and so it's probably 25 somewhere in there.
Coach, last week you talked about spacing. Spacing being something you guys were focused on. Obviously, without your biggest component in that category tonight, how do you try and adjust without Steph?
I think when I talk about spacing, it's regardless of skill set. Even if you have 5 non-shooters out on the floor, you need to be spaced. And so I thought last night we just had a bunch of possessions where it looked like the 1980s, like 6 guys in the paint. And some of that was the game just got jumbled. We were desperate. We were attacking around. We were playing lineups that hadn't played together much, or if at all this year. Based on how the game was going, based on who was playing well. I think we finished the game with JK and Gary, along with Jimmy and Draymond. There's no way. We've played that lineup before. And so we were desperate. We were trying anything. But even when you have a lineup like that, or maybe even I should say, especially when you have a lineup, guys have to be spaced. Because if everyone's crowding the paint, there's no room for passing. Even if they're not lethal shooters, if they're in their spots and we have more space, we can execute offensively.
With Brandin back, how do you expect that to affect Moses' role on the team?
Not the slightest. Yeah. Moses is our starting two guard, and or small forward, however you want to look at it, depending on which whether we go small or big. Moses, he's a starting wing. Put it that way, and that doesn't change.
Coach, what's going to take tonight without Steph? Second game back-to-back. What will it take for the rest of the roster?
Same thing it took Denver to win last night. They came off a loss to Washington at home. Clearly focused, engaged. A little pissed off. That's what it should look like for us tonight.
will be Jimmy's first game playing without Steph. Just what are you looking forward to about seeing him in this spot today?
I haven't given it any thought at all. He's just Jimmy Butler. He's a great player. He plays. Doesn't matter who's out there. He's just need him to be himself.
Seemed like Brandin was shooting really confidently, aggressively before the injury. When can you tell that he's very decisive offensively?
When can I tell?
When can you tell that he's feeling it shot-wise and decisive ball?
Yeah, I mean, there was a really good rhythm to the game for him the last couple weeks before he got hurt. And, shooting the ball when he's open, moving when he's not. He's got a great feel for the game. The game seems to move better when he's out there. So that's what I'm looking for.
Steve, I think Draymond said the other day, early during when Jimmy came that he'd like to see Jimmy be more aggressive for a shot. But I know you love him being facilitator and everything. Do you ever want him to be more aggressive for a shot more?
He was last night, and I think the game called for it. I think Jimmy's just one of those players who reads the game, whatever it calls for. He responds accordingly, and it's one of the reasons he's a great player. He feels the game, he understands the game. So. I'm sure with Steph out, it's not necessarily looking for his shot as much as it is just attacking and creating stuff. And I know that he's going to be doing that.
Thank you. Sorry. In your day, Steve, could you imagine a player taking a mental or emotional rest day? And I'm saying it's a good thing now that that's needed because there's a whole player part of the brain is part of performance. But what do you think about maybe understanding that these things are needed, especially for a superstar player, even when it looks like things are going well, and Danny was saying winning and that kind of thing. But there is a mental fatigue that's now maybe recognized more than before.
I think in general we recognize that stuff better than we used to. And there's a reason we have people who are keeping an eye on that constantly. And we have a whole performance team that checks in with these guys every single day. And they they're on the iPad, they're logging all the information, asking the guys how they're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, the whole deal. And So performance is based on all of those things. It's not just how you're feeling physically. And so we want these guys to be at their best. And in the course of an 82-game season, usually guys are going to miss some games. And every guy is different. And it's up to us to understand what makes each guy tick. And why someone might need a night off, why they might not. So there's a lot of work that goes into this.
Quentin going to play tonight?
Yeah, he should. He's going to warm up, and as long as the warm up goes, we expect him to play. Thanks. Oh, hit it. That's it. Thank you.